At the ferry port in Cancun, we grabbed a taxi to head to the central bus terminal, which cost us around 300 Mexican pesos. From there, we got our tickets with a bus company called Estato to head to Merida, which cost us 676 Mexican pesos each. The bus ride, which has a washroom on board, took about 4 hours, so make sure to bring snacks, water, and download any movies or TV shows to keep you entertained. When we arrived to Merida's bus terminal, we were able to easily book a 40 Mexican peso Uber ride to our hotel called Hotel La Nacional, which is located in a central area of Merida. We stayed for 3 nights, which cost us around 208 Canadian dollars. Hi, Kyle. Alright, so we just arrived in Merida. We are staying at the Hotel La Nacional in central Merida. Yeah, it was a bit of a long bus ride. It was like just over 4 hours. So we're just gonna unpack, freshen up, and then look for a place for dinner because I'm getting hungry. Are you getting hungry, Kyle?
I'm starving.
Yeah, we just had Subway at the bus station and we had some chips. But yeah, the other thing too, if you're traveling Mexico, make sure you bring a lot of hand sanitizer because the bathrooms in the buses don't really have proper soap and water. So yeah, it's kind of gross when you're trying to eat. So anyhow, we are, like I said, we're gonna get freshened up and then give you guys a tour of Merida because Kyle's been here before. I haven't, so he's gonna show me around. All right, see you guys in a bit. After getting settled in, we walked around to find a place to eat. We came across a new restaurant that just opened up called No, which is a fusion of Yucatan Mexican and French food. We had a couple cocktail drinks and ordered 2 starters, one being a salad type dish and mussels. And then we ordered 2 main dishes, with one being prawns and the other beef oxtail. The prices for starters range between 175 to 325 Mexican pesos, and the mains between 220 to 450 Mexican pesos. We had a chance to speak to the owner and she made us aware that the menu does change according to what the food items they have for the season, as well as the prices, as these are introductory prices with the restaurant still newly open. Regardless, all of the food dishes tasted delicious and we highly recommend it if you visit Merida. After dinner, we walked around a bit to check out the street vendors and some historical buildings before heading back to our hotel. The next day, we ventured out and made our way to the beautiful, colorful Santa Ana neighborhood. Afterwards, we walked to Central area and checked out a government building called Gobierno del Estado de Yucatan, which was free to get in, as well as the Museo Casa Montejo, which was also free to see. For dinner, we made reservations to a Mexican restaurant called Catrin, which is located in the Santa Ana neighborhood, which we were in earlier. I haven't been here before, but Cal has, and surprised me with their visual musical show they have. We had empanadas with Oaxaca cheese inside it for appetizer, and for the main dishes, we had octopus and tacos. After, we walked around to explore a bit more of Merida before calling it a night, as we planned to get up early in the morning to check out Uxmal, which is a Mayan ruin, and then a cenote called Mucuyche, and both are located south of Merida. Good morning, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
So it is, what time? 7:30 here in Merida, Mexico. We have one more full day today, and then we leave tomorrow for Campeche. Yeah, this morning, Kyle, where are we headed to?
First, we're gonna go to Uxmal, which is one of my favorite ruins in the Yucatan. I prefer it over Chichen Itza. There is way less people. The best thing, no vendors. You want to take amazing photos without anybody. It's the best place to be.
And then afterwards, we have reservations for a cenote place. You were trying to get to it before when you were here, but you didn't know you need reservations.
Yeah,
so
last time I was here, we went there. We didn't know you needed reservations, so we made reservations this time. It's called Cenote Hacienda Mucuyche.
Close.
Or we got that wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess it has a restaurant there afterwards, so we'll probably have food.
Yeah,
there.
There's a tour, restaurant, beautiful cenote. They even have a pool for you to relax in, so it could be a whole day event.
So yeah, follow us on our adventure. Okay, bye guys. With the help of our hotel, we were able to book a driver to take us to Uxmal, which is about 60 minutes away from Merida. From Uxmal, Mucuyche Cenote is about 45 minutes away. The driver costs us 100 Canadian for 8 hours. We made our way to Uxmal, which we suggest doing early in the morning to avoid the crowds. Kyle in the past has been to Uxmal and mentioned that this place is much larger and spread out, which it surely was. So we arrived in, is it Uxmal? Uxmal.
Yeah.
And Kyle, tell them about the whole payment situation.
So once you arrive, you go to the first counter, number 1, and you have to pay an entrance fee, which you have to pay in cash only. They don't take card, and it's 90 pesos per person, but they don't tell you that you have to go to another counter to get your ticket to get in. So you need to go to 2 counters to pay for the entrance, but the second one you can pay with credit card, and that's the more expensive one. That comes to 441 pesos, and the first one was 90 pesos.
Yeah.
So once you get your 2 tickets,
yeah, we are gonna head.
now you can enter.
Yeah, which is just right over there. After spending a good few hours here, we left and made our way to Mucuyche. In order to go to Mucuyche, you need to make reservations in advance via their WhatsApp number. We paid 650 Mexican pesos each and paid by credit card, but with things constantly changing in Mexico, I would verify when making the reservations if they can take credit card or require cash only.
Where are we, Kyle?
We are at a Hacienda Cenote, Mayacun.
Yeah. And our it's about just 11:45. Our reservation's at 1:30, so we can't go in right away. But they have a restaurant and a pool that we can use in the meantime.
Yeah.
So we got one of the traditional soups. It's sopa with didima, and then we got some pork. They're not tacos. They're
Ganechos.
nachos. And then we got a blue drink, azul, and then you got, is that green?
But no, it's a margarita with a local leaf smashed up in there.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name.
It's tasty. Cheers. So Kyle, how were the first couple bites?
So good.
I wanted the pork. He didn't want the pork, but I won. He wanted the chicken. So I can't wait to taste it. I'm gonna try the soup right now. I haven't tasted it yet, but let's see. Really has a lot of the lime. I'm a favorite of soup because for me it's comfort food. My grandma, my lola, in Filipino that's what we call them, always made me soup when I was younger or when I was, when it was cold or I was feeling sick. So it's my go-to food. So I always try the local soups at any place that we go to.
Where are we going, Paolo?
A surprise! Come check it out right over here. Look at that. Afterwards, we made our way to the check-in area along with the other people who were booked in at the same time as us. In order to access the cenote, it's mandatory to attend the introductory tour, which goes over the history of Mucuyche, which used to be a former plantation. This tour is offered in both Spanish and English, and our guide spoke both languages. This tour takes about 45 to 60 minutes. Once the tour was done, we were all taken to the area where you get changed into your swimwear to do the cenote part of the tour. We were also provided a life jacket, which is mandatory to use when swimming in the cenote. You can also rent a bag with a lock for 30 pesos so you can store away all your other belongings, including your shoe wear. You'll need to go barefoot as there is no place down at the cenote to put away your shoe wear.
Hey, what are we doing, Paolo?
Well, he's gonna jump in the cenote. I'm gonna slide in. When you get down to the cenote, this is where all the fun begins, and you get to swim around multiple cenotes, as well as finishing off the tour guide.
Wait. How was that? It's nice. It's lovely.
Hola, buenos dias. So it's yeah, we're leaving Merida today. We've been here for was it 4 days, 3 nights, and we are headed to Campeche, which is another town or city in Mexico near the coast. So Carl, what are your thoughts about Merida? I mean, you've been here before, but it's been a couple of years. So what are your thoughts being back?
I love coming to this city. It's super safe. There's no travel advisories for this whole region, Campeche or Yucatan. Crime is lower here than in the United States or even Canada. The city comes alive at night. The culinary options here are endless, and the food here is exquisite.
What I liked about it is, yeah, like what Kyle said, it does come out alive at night. And the day, it's pretty quiet. I mean, you'll see more of the locals coming out and not much of the tourists, because I think a lot of the tourists head out for day trips. So we're going to jet off. We are going to be catching our bus shortly, so follow us on our journey. Okay, bye.